Hello and welcome to another session of Mindful Art with Zoe. And in today's session we're going to be using just a plain white piece of paper and a plain old simple pencil. If you want to use a coloured pen, you can absolutely do that. You can use whatever. I've got a video that's an introduction to mindful art, and in it I talk about the resources that you're likely to need. If you know and have watched that video and you know what happened to my pencil, leave a comment in the box below. Be interested to see how many of you can remember what happened to this pencil. But you know what? This pencil still works. And that's one of the key things about this mindful art, is that I want it to be accessible to everyone, and that money should not be a barrier to you doing this. You do not need expensive resources. Just a pencil, a piece of paper, and that's it. In today's session, we're going to be drawing a house. But we're not going to be drawing it normally. We're going to be drawing it upside down. We're also going to be drawing it with our eyes closed, which I know seems like a very odd way of drawing it. Let me explain before we get started. We're going to draw the house upside down because when we draw a house the right way up, we can get a little bit caught up with the windows being in exactly the right place, the door being exactly the right size, the curtains in the window being just right, the path, the trees, the bricks, the roof, everything being just so. That's also another reason why we're going to do it with our eyes shut, because we're going to take away the whole idea that we can see what we're drawing. Because remember, mindful art is not about the end process. We are not wanting to draw something that is beautiful. What we are doing is stilling our mind and focusing on the process and not on the end result. So, I have my piece of paper, I have my pencil, and I'm going to close my eyes. And if you would like to do this at the same time, then please follow along. Otherwise, you can just sit and watch me drawing a house upside down with my eyes closed. Let's give it a go. So, I think I'm going to draw quite a stereotypical house. And I think I'm going to draw the ground, and I think I'm going to draw what I think might be a roof, and I'm going to think, where might my door be? So I think my door might be here. No idea. So if my door's there, I might have some windows here. Your windows can be any shape you like. I think my door's about here, so I think I'm going to put some windows about here. I think I'll put some windows upstairs as well. I think I'll have 3 of them. I have absolutely no idea what this looks like, but it doesn't matter. I think I'd also like to draw a path going from my front door So thinking about where my hand is, I think my front door might be somewhere around here, so I'm going to draw a path. I think I might draw a tree. Maybe a tree over this side. And remember, we're not focusing on whether this house is correct, is beautiful, or anything. We're just focusing on drawing the individual items. I think I'd quite like my front door to have a handle, maybe a letterbox. I think my chimney, my roof, could do with a chimney. So I'm going to put a chimney on it. Maybe some smoke coming out of it. I think I might do some fluffy clouds in the sky. How are you doing with your house? How many floors does your house have? Is it a flat? Is it a bungalow? Is it a flat or an apartment? Is it by the sea? I think in my house I might have a pond, and I think there might be a duck on it, maybe 2 ducks. Not sure about drawing ducks. I think I might do some birds in the sky. And I think that's it. How are you doing with yours? So when you're ready, you can open your eyes and have a look at your house. It's actually not as bad as I thought. So if I turn my house around, it's actually, considering I have my eyes shut, it's not that bad. But if I had my eyes open, and if I had my house up the right way, I would be focusing on these windows being equal distance in the house, and my door being perfect, and my door handle and my letterbox being actually on the door. But actually the trees are kind of okay. The path's a little far off. But actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. So, I'm going to sign my piece of work. And that is my mindfulness for today. I hope you've enjoyed this mindfulness session, and it's just given you a chance to just stop from everyday thinking and just focus on something else. And you can do this activity wherever you are. Just grab a piece of paper, turn it round and close your eyes and try and draw something. It doesn't have to be a house. It could be anything. You could draw the Eiffel Tower, you could draw the Empire State Building, you could draw the Taj Mahal, you could draw a beach hut, you could draw a lighthouse. It can be anything you want. You could draw a bike. But the idea is that you are focused on just that art of drawing and not worrying at all about the end result. So I hope you've enjoyed today's session. And if you can, leave a comment in the box below to let me know what it is that you have drawn today in your mindfulness session. And I will catch you next time. Bye bye.